Getting you ready for the Mariners series against the team with the best record in baseball, the Milwaukee Brewers. So let's head out to American Family Field in Milwaukee, where longtime Mariners broadcaster and friend of the show, Brad Adam, joined us. Hey, man, first of all, I got to ask you, you had a day off in Milwaukee. Anything special? Anything you want to tell us about?
Well, I'm not going to tell you who won the golf match that we had. It's good hint right there. You walked around. It's really a nice city. You haven't been to Milwaukee. It's definitely a place to check out. There's lots of meats and cheeses. That is legit. And the hotel's really nice, too, because, instead of like little chocolates around your bedside or on the pillows, there's actually like sausages that they just put there.
Nice.
So it's great. An assortment of mustards and cheeses.
You wake up
it's really nice. Good place, and we know the team is really good too. So I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, good.
Hey, you wake up to a whole charcuterie board next to you. It's very nice.
Exactly.
Hey,
I just hope this camera will hold here, Ariel. I've jerry-rigged this thing in the press box, so I hope it's going to be okay.
You look good, man. You're a strapping lad from Milwaukee. There he is. All right, listen, Mariners go into this series with some momentum after taking 2 out of 3 in Houston. Tell us a few things that you liked about the M's in that series against the Astros.
Well, I love the way they came back after that crushing Game 1 defeat when they gave up 5 in the 10th inning there. Munoz blows that save. To come back the next day and dominate them and then win that close game for Game 3 on Sunday. I really like that. I like the way they pitched. I like the way they scored without hitting home runs, although they did hit homer in the last game, which was good to see. But they're going to have to do that. They're going to have to be able to find different ways to score. They did that. They bounced back really well. It was fun to see Woo pitch well on the road. Again, that's back-to-back starts on the road, which is huge for him. Huge. Fun to see little Brock Rodden get his major league career started. He had a great series and a great start to his career. It's just a lot of more energy and just kind of better vibes around the team. It's not Houston's the problem, though, because they beat Houston all year. It's the other teams that they've got to figure out how to beat, how to keep this momentum going. Because you're right. Right now, they're feeling good. They got Bryce Miller on the mound tonight, starting the series against a team with the best record in baseball. Just took 3 or 4 from the Dodgers. So it's certainly going to be a difficult challenge, but one that hopefully they're up for and can start stacking up those series wins that they keep talking about.
Yeah, you mentioned Bryan Woo. 2 strong starts, 11 total innings, just 2 runs given up. Do you get the feeling that Woo's road woes are behind him?
I certainly hope so. I think we've seen very positive signs. I think the fact that he's was more aggressive in those starts, just kind of letting it rip again, right? Just going back to fastballs and just let it go. And he seemed to have some confidence, the Yankees, that he carried over to the Astros. I'm not really concerned about the shoulder that he came out with, a little shoulder soreness, just 75 pitches against the Astros. He says it was precautionary. Team says it too. I fully expect him to make, his next start, but I just think it's back to being Woo, being aggressive and getting after it. And so that was a good sign. And again, I just hope all these guys kind of take that and just kind of get after it, right?
Hey,
have fun again.
Yeah, no, it looked like that whole series was a bit of a turning event because everybody's looking at the key home run or key hits or key plays, and it felt like they put it all together. But I want to stay with the injury list here for a minute. Colt Emerson goes on the 10-day list with a sore wrist, and you watch him play leading up to that point. His strikeout rate was kind of escalating. Did you sense something was up with him?
Well, he's been dealing with that wrist injury pretty much all year. And you never know how bad it is, but players like to play, right? Cal Raleigh tried to play through it. Brendan Donovan tried to play through injury. Colt Emerson, no different. These guys want to play, and they don't want to be a guy who has to, say you're hurt and you got to come out. But sometimes you do have to say that. And so when they were going to send him down to Tacoma, they met with him, and he said, hey, I want to get this wrist checked out. It's getting worse, and it's hurting more than it has been. So he went to Arizona to get his wrist checked out. I have not heard an update. We'll hopefully get one today from Dan Wilson about that. But clearly it's been bothering him and is bothering him. Hopefully he can get back healthy this year and maybe take care of it in the offseason. But yeah, guys, it's funny when you see like pitchers struggle or you see hitters struggle. There's usually a reason why, and injury sometimes is a big part of the reason why, and that was certainly the case with Colt.
Yeah, let's get into the offense. There's been a lot of talk about conflicting hitting philosophies. Some hitters like a simple approach, others prefer a more analytical approach. Could that be part of the reason why the offense has struggled up to this point?
I think so. I'm a simple guy. See ball, hit ball. I like when they just say that. Kind of like Edgar, right? When they got rid of their assistant hitting coach, Bobby Magallanes, and brought in Pappy, I think there was a different kind of focus. Ed is more of an analytical guy. He's more of a numbers guy. He brings something kind of different to the table that I think players can use if they want to. I think all this information and stuff's available for them if they want it. They've always got Edgar and Kevin Syster to kind of go through an approach and what a guy might throw, what you should do with that pitch. And then you've got another analytical side which will break down kind of your swing and stuff. So I think it's a good mix. They just wanted to shake some things up to get these guys going a little bit. We saw some positive signs, I think, in New York and certainly in Houston as well. So hopefully the offense can kind of keep this going, keep kind of waking up and finding ways. Like, you don't watch this Brewers team and just find ways to get on base. They don't hit a lot of home runs, but they move the runners over. They do like little things like that, which is winning baseball, and we've certainly seen it here.
Yeah, you brought that up, and we'll talk about the Brewers, and let's talk about this series with Milwaukee. Brewers, as you said, very good at small ball. So I'm guessing that Mariners defense will have to be on its P's and Q's and on its game throughout the whole series.
Absolutely. A team likes to run. They like to go first to third. They bunt. They hit behind runners. They're just a good, smart, fundamental team. And it's like they don't have maybe the biggest superstars, although they've got some very good players, but everybody's just kind of in the mix, right? They just do things kind of the right way. And we saw that against the Dodgers. They go to LA and win 3 out of 4. Best record in the league, best record in baseball right now. I'm a little selfishly, I've said this, I miss that we're not going to see Jacob Misiorowski. I really wanted to watch him pitch in person. Now, I'm sure the Mariners are glad they don't have to face 104 miles per hour. So we're not going to see the Miz, but there's still a very good rotation, a good bullpen, just a really solid team. And you're right, you have to play well. You can't give away free outs, free bases, free runs against this team this series.
Yeah, the Mariners have definitely entered their August gauntlet with that series, and they come home to play the Cubs, the Phillies, back on the road at Toronto and Boston. Is it all about the M's holding serve during this stretch? Because the Astros and Rangers have really shown no signs of pulling away in the AL West.
Exactly right. That's what I've been saying earlier. You're exactly right. Because if they can just kind of keep it around that 4 to 5, you see right there, they're 4 back. Boy, if they didn't blow that first game, they would have been 2 back. But who cares? It's 4 back right now. The more teams to catch in the wild card, so I still think West is their best way to do that. But if they could serve, like you said, get 500 or so the rest of the month, keep it like 3, 4, 5 games behind, then September gets a lot easier, and it gets harder for Houston. They've got a pretty easy rest of August, but not in September. In September, it turns for the Mariners big time. Maybe they can win like 16 to 17 in September like they did last year. I know it's a big ask, but, they've got a run in them. They need to have that run in them. And I think September will be the time to do it. But you're right. Let's just hope that they're not too far behind after just a brutal August.
Yeah, I can only imagine what this series, to even taking 2 out of 3 in Milwaukee, would do to the confidence of this team and maybe of their manager, too, who seems to be a little bit under fire of late as well. But I got to believe Dan Wilson could use a shot of confidence, too.
Absolutely. It's been frustrating, trying to figure out what's going on with this team. Why aren't they better? Why aren't they more consistent as they were last year? So, yeah, they tried everything and messaging and changing things and doing this and that. And I think that Houston series was good for them because even though they lost game 1, they had it set up perfectly, right? Up 2 in the 10th, here comes Munoz. You live and die with this with the outcome. Then they come back and win the next 2. So, yeah, they're feeling good. Rodden's giving them that little life. He injected some life into these guys. So the confident players, confident with the manager. But definitely, if you come back on this road trip, you're talking Yankees, Houston, Brewers with a winning record. They got to have a winning record if they win this series. That would be huge going forward for these guys, no doubt.
Yeah, that'll be something. I know as a sports fan, I'm with you. It's okay, Brad, to say that you wanted to see Miz pitch in person because that would have been pretty cool to see out there.
Yeah, this guy, we get excited when Munoz hits 100, which rightly so. I mean, that's not easy to do. This guy averages like 103. He throws 60 pitches in every start over 100. Like, it's just unreal.
Yeah.
So bad for us, good for the Mariners, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is good,
Yeah.
ultimately, right?
No, you're right. But
It's not about us, Paul. It's about the team.
I mean, it's a little about us.
It's a little. That's
bit about
right.
Paul.